hello. Happy Friday. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining the live. For those joining us for the first time, thanks for being here. And for those that have been following my previous lives, thank you so much. I'm happy once again to be back as we look at some vibrant popping artwork and matching it up with some beautiful properties. Today we're going to be in the GTA area, that's in Ontario, Canada. For those that are based in Canada, if you're based outside Canada, feel free to stick around to join us. Either join us or stick around, especially if you have a private listing as a short-term renter or a short-term rental host. This live is for you. Thank you so much for joining. As usual, we're going to be looking at properties, and my area of interest, as usual, is what's on the wall. Really interested when I visit properties. Bear with me for a moment here. I think we can go. Let's stick to that for now. So when I visit properties, I'm very curious to see what's on the wall. I'm very curious to see what the host has put on the wall and what the artwork says about the space. As I mentioned before, people underrate artwork. People underrate either artwork which would be in different medias, including photography. People underrate that, and I find people will give more energy to other things like the other parts of interior designing, but then do not really give that much attention to the art. And this is the reason why I'm here. This is the reason for this live. I'm here to talk to hosts or rental owners, to share with you the value of adding artwork to your wall for those who have blank walls in your property. That's a big no-no. It's 2026. I think one of the 2026 deal, or what do we call it? What do we normally say? The resolution. If you're a property host or owner, your 2026 resolution should be not having blank walls in your property. If you're one of those that have blank property, if you don't have blank property, if you have some artwork of some sorts on the walls, kudos to you. Thank you for the effort. However, we're going to put emphasis today on what kind of, if you want your property to stand out to your guests, if you want your property to stand out on the pages where you advertise it, or if you want it to stand out on the your host site. Using vibrant artwork is really important. Vibrant artwork makes a statement when it comes to the space. It also changes the mood, gives your guest a better mood. Okay, it changes the vibrancy, it changes the frequency of your guests to a positive frequency. Especially, remember, if people are traveling, we all know the hurdles of traveling. Sometimes the travel plans don't go as we anticipated them. Sometimes things go wrong when you're traveling, so it's very very uplifting when you get to your property after going through the hassles and bustles of flying and lost luggage and all that. So once you get to your destination and you walk into a destination that has a positive energy, that has color, that has vibrancy, that is illuminating positivity, that really changes the mood. And this is the reason why I say, or I keep to put emphasis on adding a vibrant artwork. If you already have artwork on your walls, having vibrant artwork is important. The other thing also, it upscales your space. If you choose a beautiful piece of art, if you choose a well thought of piece of art, and choose a beautiful framing and beautiful framing details, beautiful colors and all that, that also gives your guests a whole different idea of what the space and everything else is about. So yes, let's not underestimate the power of art when it comes to the space. Let's embrace art. Let's pick out beautiful, and let's if you're picking up art again, let's not go for invest in some fine pieces, invest in some nice brilliant colors, add color, break the pattern of dark colors. Let's break the pattern of earth tone colors are also brilliant, but adding some pop of color in whatever tones we pick is really important. It changes the mood of your guests, right? Okay, so that being said, I'm gonna welcome you to an artist. This is the page. So this is the I'm introducing you to the artwork of Christine. This is the art store. Now, if you're on you're on TikTok, you can actually you just have to follow the link and you should be able to get here, right? It's a safe link. However, if you're on Google, you can just Google Christine Piro's art shop, and that will lead you to the site here. Okay. However, if you cannot, if you have access to this is the website. I'll just bring it up close. So go on the website, which is Fine Art America, and find your artist. In that case, that would be Christine Piro, and that will lead you to this page. So those are some of the 3 ways you can get to this page. Take your time to browse either by category, depending on what you're looking for. But since we're looking at we're going to be looking at framed art pieces. That's what you can choose, and then you're going to get a variety of art pieces that are going on the website. And the main theme here is color. Color is everything. We know how color affects our mood. We know how color uplifts our mood. So if you do not have colorful pieces in your unit or in your property, I would encourage you to visit this site and see pick out some pieces. You can start off with small pieces. Most of the pieces here are under $100, and if you have a small space and you want to browse and you want to try out some of the pieces, just how to see how they're going to look in your property, feel free to do that. However, you don't have to. It's not about try and error here. I'm going to give you some tips on how to select which pieces to select, and how you can gauge whether a piece is going to look great in your space or not. I'm going to be sharing some of those tips. So it's not a matter of just going to the store and picking out any artwork and slap it on the wall, because you're not going to be living there. Somebody else is going to be living there. You're not going to be looking at it. So sometimes I find based on the artwork, it can tell you the artwork. It kind of gives you a telltale sign. When you look at some of the walls, you get a telltale sign that the owner really didn't care much about what they were putting on the wall. They just collected some frames, added them on the wall just for the sake of filling up the room. That is the thing with art. It's gonna tell, okay? Or it's the thing with interior design, but I'm gonna be specifically talking about art. So with interior design, so the pieces, you can tell, as somebody who's walking into a room, you can tell whether somebody has actually vested time and thoughts to pick out pieces, how they curated, how they selected their pieces. You can tell, as opposed to somebody who's just gone in and picked out any furniture and put it in a room and put it on the market, right? So that's the difference. So if you take the time to pick pieces that make a statement, pieces that are personal pieces that are unique, pieces that really stand out, that's also gonna send a whole different message to your customers, right? Trust me, your customers are gonna be able to tell. Okay, they're gonna be able to tell. All right, now that being said, you've seen some of these pieces here. I'll be taking you through some ways of how you can customize your pieces. The beauty of the website here is that you can choose an image and then decide on how you want, make decisions on how you want to frame your piece right there and then. You are not you're not gonna be sold like a finished and already made finished product that you may not like. The beauty of the site here is that you can customize your artwork based on the colors you want. You won't be able to make changes to the art, obviously, but you can make changes to how the final piece, your final frame, whether you want a matte or not, all the small details about how your artwork is gonna look when it's done. You are in control as far as this site goes. So when you're on the website and you browse just in the corner, depending on which electronic device you're using. Now, if you're using a PC, this is how it's gonna appear. However, if you're looking at a phone, the layout is totally gonna be different, right? It's not gonna be the same. But nevertheless, all these features are there for you as a customer to design your artwork the way you want it. If you find a piece like this, these are the default. This is the default layout of the artwork, just to give you an idea on how the final product will look like on a frame. But this is not the final product. The final product is what is, you create that, you customize based on your test, your selection, your space, and your budget. Okay, and now this is the smallest as far as the canvas frames go. This is the smallest. It's a 12 by 17, a 12 by 7. Again, as I say, you can change the frame if you don't want it. If you want a different color, you can remove the matte, because remember, with picture framing or with art framing, there is normally a background matte that has borders that actually add to the image and to the whole framing. It's a whole art when it comes to framing the artwork, and that pretty much determines how your artwork, how the final artwork of your piece is gonna be. It's like dressing up the art piece based on how you want it, right? So as I mentioned earlier, you as a customer you have the liberty to decide based on the price, based on your print size or the space, based on on which shape you want your image to be, right? Based on whether you want a matte or not, the material that you want. If you're familiar with the materials, you can select which matte you think best suits. This is the glossy, is the most popular one. But again, if you do not, we are able to, you can get some help if you see any piece here and you feel like you need help on the final product before you order it. It's a matter of reaching out. On the website here, there is a contact. You can either follow Christine, or you can contact and just leave your message with regards to any piece, or the pieces here are titled. They have titles. If you want your print customized in a certain way or manner, but you're having trouble navigating the site, or you need help, you can just send those details through the contact here, and we're more than happy to help you with that. All right, so those are some of the pieces that are on the website. Some are nature-based. Nature-based pieces are very good for rental spaces, especially indoor spaces, and more so during the winter time when it's kind of when the nights are long, days are short. the grid the season is definitely different, so there's hardly any plant life other than the evergreens. So the best way to bring nature inside and kind of revamp the mood of your customers, or the mood of your guests, is to bring in nature pieces like this one here, all nature pieces like this one here, or bring in the natural tone colors like these ones here, vibrant pieces like these are very either in photography, or you can choose, you can go canvas. So that's the beauty of the site here. There is options if you're interested in abstract images like these ones here, that you can go that way. If you're interested in nature in nature in oil, right, that's available. If you're looking for just abstract pieces, or symmetrical pieces like this one here, that's available for you. Photography, that's available. Now I'm gonna work with you on this site, again in nature. If you want to kind of bring in that nature vibe, you can do that. So I would say the popular images besides abstract art, normally it's the colors that really especially if it's the winter season, you want to draw in pieces that have bright colors, right? Those will always work great in a space. Or you can go, if you choose to go with like an animal theme, you can choose photography pieces like this one here, or oil and painting pieces like this one here, pieces that reflect, or images that reflect nature, right? Those are really always a good idea in a space. So they give your customer, they give your guest it kind of gives that imaginary your guests, they help the guests imagination beyond those four walls. So piece of advice is bring in pieces that have to do with nature, or that have to do with wildlife. Those are really brilliant. Also, if you're looking for culture pieces, or if you're trying to reflect a region, if you are trying to reflect the Afrocentric theme in your space, you can also get some pieces here. These are all photography pieces. If you have either a commercial space, or if you have a residential space for rent, or for short-term rent, or if you have an event, you can get these pieces here. And as I indicated before, you can get this either as a canvas print, or you can get it as a poster. If you see any image here, you can get it as a poster. You can get it as a framed print, metal print, acrylic print, wooden print, or tapestries. So there is a whole different way you can have your images, your image put on a frame in different materials and shipped out to you. Now let's go ahead and look at some. We're gonna go look at some properties here today and see, and I can share some of the recommendations. I'll have these recommendations are like a guideline. If you are a property owner and you are planning, or you're a host and you have you just acquired your property, you're trying to figure out what kind of art you can, I'm gonna give some suggestions, and the suggestions here again are not to criticize or judge any of the properties we're going to be looking at. These are just guidelines to help you decide if you're looking for art, to make a decision on which pieces you can or some of the guidelines you could use to pick out pieces, either if you're buying from the site here, or even if you're buying from somewhere else, right? I would encourage you, I would strongly encourage you visit the artwork here, because this is vibrant art pieces, and the quality is guaranteed here when it comes to the material that is being used, the final material. Like for instance, the print material, because there's a whole variety of material here to select from, but the print material is quality material. is not the material that is going to fade over a period of time. Also, the frame material is guaranteed. The quality is good quality. So is the mat that is used. So all the material that I used to I used in assembling or putting the frame or putting the artwork together for you are guaranteed materials, right? The quality is guaranteed. It's not one of the flimsy art pieces that we see. All right. I don't know if you've had that experience where you've gone in, picked up a huge a frame, and sometimes you have to put it together yourself. And if you don't follow the instructions, sometimes even when you follow the instructions, because I've been through that, you follow the instructions, but the moment you hang up the artwork, the framework is flimsy, it doesn't sit properly, it doesn't balance properly, like something is off. But here everything is done. Once you select your print, everything is done for you, including the hanging mechanism, which ways there's two different ways in which the artwork here is hung. So you have, during your purchase, you can select which ways you want your artwork to hang. Once you get it, you can choose either if you want a hanging wire at the back of your artwork, or if you can choose if you want posts. There are normally posts that are once you make that decision, there's gonna be the way the frame is designed. For if you're gonna use posts, there are holes that are drilled in the corners of the frame, and again depending also on what kind of if it's a acrylic print. I mean, if it's acrylic print, or if you're ordering a framed print, or if you're looking for a metal print, the hanging mechanism is going to be different for each piece that you order. So that option is going to be available for you to decide how best you want to hang your piece. And once you select that, all those details are taken and put into consideration when the artwork is being put together, and that's shipped out to you all ready to hang. All you have to do is find the perfect spot and hang your artwork, right? So let's go to the sites, and as we look at the sites, I'm gonna give my recommendation on what I would recommend, or what are my suggestions. It's not to criticize, not to judge, but just suggestions so we get ideas. All right, so today we're in Mississauga, Ontario. That's in the province of Ontario in Canada, and we're gonna go to Port Credit, Mississauga, Ontario, and we're gonna be looking at some properties in Port Credit. Now, if you're from Port Credit, hello there. So Port Credit is a beautiful spot in Mississauga. It's a beautiful spot on lake, close to Lake Ontario. I don't know if the site here doesn't say much about Port Credit, but it's a beautiful spot. If you haven't been, it's one of the spot you want to check out, and it's also an art-oriented area. They have quite a number of art activities that go on in the Port Credit area, even festivals, I believe, during the summer. So if you're into the arts and you love art, Port Credit is one of the places you want to check out. But today the focus is on let's look at some of the properties in Port Credit and see what my recommendations may be. Let's see. Okay, so what we're gonna do, Port Credit, I'm gonna choose some random dates here. We're on verbal, so we're gonna choose some random dates and see what comes up. Let's see what comes up in Port Credit, and because Port Credit is an art town, I'm gonna see what I'm really curious to see what is on the walls. Okay, so we'll start off with this property here. This is a property in it's a bungalow with a swimming pool. However, my area of interest is the living area and the bedroom. I'm always curious to see what's on the walls in those areas. Okay, so this is the living room. So let's start off here. I like the pattern. I like the patterns that are really going on here. This is very artistic. That's a good artistic touch to the space. You know, it adds character. This is what I keep saying, that so those small details that you reflect in the interior that you pick, or in the pieces that you curate for your room, makes a statement or adds a lot to the space. It's not just about picking out furniture and accessories and that's it. No, adding artistic elements to what you pick out is really important, right? It catches, it's catchy, it's welcoming, it feels homely as well. For the moment, the guest is gonna forget that, oh, I'm here, or I'm renting this space. It feels like somebody just invited them and welcomed them in their space. And yeah, we all like that feeling, right? So I like the pattern and the designs that are going on in here, right? Let's see. So this is the living room area. So we're just gonna have a look first, and then I can make some recommendations. So this is, I guess, which other part? Let's see. So this is, I guess, this is all the living space. So we're gonna be seeing different angles of the space. I see there is a piece of artwork, which is, for me, is a plus when I see artwork as opposed to blank walls or in a space. So let's check out the rest of this space. Okay, I see gray, bright ceiling, nice. I see the gray wall. I see something gray. Now I'm not sure whether that is, I don't know if that's artwork or this is just a window covering, but we'll move on. I'll give my comments there later. I see, okay, this is a bedroom, one of the bedrooms, all right, and I see there is an art piece there. Kudos, good. Let's keep moving. I'm not interested in that. This is still the living space. And I see the ceiling. I like the patterns that are going on in the ceiling. I see there's also an art piece here, okay, which is good. Let's keep going. Okay, these are the other corners of the space. Beautiful. All right, nice. I see there's a piece here which has the earth tone. Let's see. Okay, all right. So I think, oh, this is the other room, and I see there is some artwork here, some two pieces. This is the first art piece that we noticed, and I think this is the lighting, and this is beautiful. Having a lighting above the artwork actually really gives good highlight, kind of gives that cozy feeling to the space. Okay, so I enjoy the fact that there is so my only recommendation, or my take, let me say my take would be adding. I like what's going on here, but again, as I normally say, white. I think white is the standard. White is a great color because it makes the room look bigger, fresh, clean, airy, all that, which is neat. So white, I'm not even going to complain about the color. So because we're seeing a lot of white, gray, black in a lot of rental spaces, my suggestion is break the color tone. I like how the host here is matching up all the color tones, which is brilliant. So my only recommendation is, like, let's break up the color pattern here by adding an art piece here that's totally different from what's going on here, right? Let's bring in a contrasting piece, because I see the theme that I see the theme. I get it, it's beautiful, but when it comes to the art, let's bring in something slightly different, something to kind of, let's make a contrast, and let's bring in a piece that's bright, that's vibrant, that catches the guests the moment they walk in. All right, that would be everything else. I mean, looks beautiful. It's my only recommendation is the color. I'm all about color, because as we see, we have white, then we have gray, and then we have black sofas, And okay, black sofa. We also have the white tone, the off-white. It's the off-white sofa. We also have the off-white, I think it's off-white rag. And I like all these colors, but to break the pattern, because you notice here, I think this is a window covering. It's the only contrasting color in the room, and that's the first thing that catches your attention. And I wish this was like an art piece, but I think this is a window, which is fine. But what I would do, I think here, because they don't want to, I think this on its own is like a design, or it's like an art piece on its own. I don't know, the kind of the details on the wall do not really give room for to hang anything here, so which is fine. But I would say maybe put some art pieces on this part of the wall, either on both sides of this window. I think this is a window, right? That's my same thing here. I mean, here, as I said here, I would change this to a different to something, a piece with a different color, to kind of break the pattern here, right? Same thing here. I would add 2 pieces, because I think this is another part of the, I don't know if this is the same space, but if it's not the same space, if this is I would add a piece here and a piece here, some 2 art pieces here, again to add to the space, something with color. Probably red would be a great idea. And same thing here. Now this bedroom is quite spacious. There is a room for I see there is room for a bed, for a table. Okay, beautiful. And there is an art piece. Now again, I would prefer something, it's beautiful that it's nice that there's an art piece here. Again, I would prefer something more vibrant, something more colorful, something that would add warmth to the room, because everything else is white, off-white and gray, so or black. So we want to change that, add some color to the room. Let's see the other room. Same thing here. This again, beautiful, nice piece. However, the thing I would change about this would be the color. The color adds something that's vibrant, popping, that would bring an element of warmth, vibrancy, and all that. I mean, it looks fresh. The room looks fresh. I like the detail of the ceiling and everything else. You can tell it's a beautiful space, right? You can tell that it's been well taken care of. However, the only thing for me, I would say, and we appreciate the fact that there is art, so let's add pieces that add some color. And in this case, I would go, this would be my suggestion. There is this piece here that I always like to add to anything that has the kind of does a beautiful job in breaking the patterns of blue. One of the pieces, I would go with this piece here, right? Now this, let's see, I would go with the most popular size, which is that size. Let's see if we went with just a 1, and let's see if we put it like in a blue. Maybe because everything else in this room is black and white, sorry, is kind of black, white and gray. I would put that piece here and leave it in that same frame, right? So let's go to the wall. So that's how it would look like on a wall. That's how it would look like on a wall, right? And that's what I would bring in right here. Let's see. I would add that right here. Where is it? Let's get a bigger version of it. Okay, that right there. I would put that. I would put this. Come on now. Yeah, that piece there. I don't know if we can see it. I would put that piece right here. Okay, and for the other room, I saw like for the bedroom, I saw a bedroom. Okay, so there's this room here. This room here that has some 2 pieces, again just to break these are nice small pieces. Out either for small pieces, I mean, I think they're secure here, but I would prefer having them in maybe on the opposite direction, either have them on the wall or have them on this side of the wall. But however, because they're here, I would still go for some a touch of black, white, and let's see, let me see my recommendation. This would be the recommendation I would have for that. Let's go, let's see this piece here, this, and we could have it, let's see if we had it in a more vertical or horizontal. Let's see how wide we can. Also, this is the popular size. That there, in that size, I would have that either have it here, right, in this room, or have smaller pieces, because those pieces actually we would have that wide. I think that wide piece would sit better up here in the room, right? This is the piece I'm talking about. That piece, I would have that here, and then we would have these smaller pieces either of this one here, like, let's see, so if we go, actually would go square on these ones. Let's see if we went vertical or horizontal. Horizontal, go horizontal, go a 14 by 11, maybe no mat. Let's see with no mat. No, did I do no frame? We need a frame. We definitely need a frame. How is that frame? Or let's see some other gray frames. Let's see if we can add a mat to it. 1-inch mat. And let's see, second mat maybe. I would have that piece here. Where is that property? Okay, right here in this room, one of these rooms, either this room here, I would have that piece, because this is lecture, because sometimes it's also good to use the to reflect what's in your area. Okay, so because this is lecture, so these are swans, family of swans by the lake. So I would bring in a piece like this. Anything that reflects the lake or the water is something I would bring in and then put it here. And then for the other space, because you wanna capitalize, it's a green area, so you wanna capitalize on what's really going on, what's like the major thing going on in your area, so that you give the customers that experience, that feel when they walk in. Or if you don't use swan because it's a lecture, we can also go choose something like this, water related. Let's see, these are something here. Let's see, we'll go to frames. Where's the image? Where's that image? This here, in a frame, right? So you want to reflect the water, or anywhere close to water, like the outdoors. So this is another piece I would bring in. Let's see if we went with a blue. If we went with a blue frame. That's a blue frame. If we went with a 1-inch mat, because that's really deep, that's the could go. Now that is what I would put in this kind. Put that here, right there, right here. Okay, yeah. So there's all even here. I mean, the colors, I like the earth tone colors, but for the art, let's find something that pops, really has bright colors that can really give your customers that vibrancy when they walk into a room. It adds life to the room because there is a lot of nature and green here. Let's see what else in this space I would add. Let's see if we can find some image with some brown tones. This is another one. Let's see if we put this baby on a brown frame. Okay, let's narrow down the mat to 1 inch. Or let's try no mat at all. Let's go without a mat and see what that comes. I'll go with the one. You know the okay. So because it has the details to this frame. Actually, I like how wide and deep the frame is. So you need no matting with this. So I would capture the pink and all that, and then add that to this room, right here, and kind of bring in, like, the tones are okay. The tones, I like the chair. Okay, I like the chair. I like the bed. I like what's going on the flooring. I like the light, the earthy tone colors, but bring in something that pops, something bright here that really elevates. It really elevates the room, and it elevates the energy, and it really catches your guest's attention. So I can't say this enough. Let's kind of break the tones in the house or in the rooms, because there's a lot, as I mentioned before, the gray, the black, the white are becoming very popular tones, especially in a lot of properties on market in Canada. So I would say, which is, again, I'm not criticizing, okay? We're not criticizing or judging. We're just suggesting to break that color tone, because some of the properties, especially the new properties, right from outside, the property is colored gray. You walk into the property, and some walls or aspects of the property are also gray. It has been painted gray and white or black inside. The furniture is either black, gray, or white. So just to get away from that pattern, if those are the tones you've picked for your space, no problem. But all I'm saying is that kind of break that with the artwork, because the artwork is more, it's out of all your interior design, I think it's the easiest it's the easiest mobile piece of or interior that you can move around, right? So add color to break the pattern, and that also can help change other aspects of the room, other touches, small touches of the room, to kind of pick up the colors that are reflected in your art, in your artwork. So that kind of will give you a guide, or it kind of gives you a lead in breaking the color tone that you have going on throughout the whole property, right? Because yes, the black, white. So see, there's a whole lot of nature and green here with this space, which is beautiful. So I think some of that, although as a guest I can see that from the outside, but I would like to see some of that reflected in the inside as well. Okay, I like this idea of having a mirror here. That's beautiful. But yeah, so bring some of that energy in the inside the space, and bring in like nature related pieces that kind of bring that energy in. This piece here, this is how it kind of will look on a wall, if you had it on a wall, right? And let's see if it was in a match, because this is the smallest frame. It's an 8, it's a 15 by 14 with the frame, and this is under $100. So if you wanted it in a much bigger size, this is how it would look like. And this is in a vertical, so that's a natural. This would be in a vertical if you wanted it in that shape. This is the beauty of the website here. as a customer, you can, as I mentioned before, you're not coerced to take something that you don't like. You actually create that experience for yourself of how you want your artwork to be. And then this is where, there we go. You experiment, the process. You're part of the process. You experiment, you play around with the features on the site to see how best you want your art piece, how it's going to look and how it's going to fit in your space. And once you come to that final decision, all you have to do is add it to the cart, and voila, put in your details, and it will be shipped out right to your door. Okay. All right, so this is the piece. As I mentioned before, this is the piece I would go. That's the piece. It's just adding a small touch to this space here. This is the piece. I like this symmetrical piece of art here that's going on with the design. And the only thing that for me is missing is the color. And in that case, I would go with something like this. Or if we wanted to carry on with that symmetrical design, with the symmetrical art, I would say let's go for a piece like this one here. Bear with me. There is another. We could go for this piece here. Let's see. No, not that one. Yeah, we could go for something like that, right? And with this again, you can have it in that form, in this form. This is more like a square, right? So we can have that in a square. I would say for that space, I would go, would be a 20 by 20. Let's see if we went with no mat at all. Now remember, if you choose to go without a mat, that's how it would look. Let's try it with a blue frame. I kind of like to try out the different frames. There's a whole variety of frames here, so you also have the liberty to try out different frames and see which one best suits your artwork. Now that's a blue frame, right? That's a blue frame, and it's a 20 by 20, right? Look at that. Now that is something, if you want to keep out that symmetrical pattern, that's something I would put right here, and see how that would really make that room pop. That's the piece right there, and this is the room. That's the piece. So it kind of break, I mean, I appreciate the fact that the colors and everything is matching, but we want to break that, we want to break this tone. And the best way to do it is just do it with the artwork, right? This again, it's beautiful, matches well, but we want to go different, a little bit different. Color. All right, so I feel like we've had a much fair time for that piece, for that property. So let's look at some other property here. This is another property. Is this on Port Credit? Steps to the lake and trail. Now look at this. So one thing I'm gonna appreciate about this space, the color. This is one property that I've come across that has different walls and water. Do I have now? This is somebody, I can tell this is a host that's not is not afraid of color. All right, this is a host that is not afraid of color. Number one, this is a host is also that's kind of bringing in like an exotic feel into this space, right? Because these colors are not colors you find in properties in Canada. This but I love it. It exudes like the energy it has in this room. You even forget. You forget for a moment that I'm in Ontario. This kind of gives me a tropical vibe. Like, am I in Florida? Am I in the Caribbean? Am I somewhere hot? This is what this is giving me. And this right here, this you can tell that this is a host that is not afraid of color. That's the first thing that catches. Now, how the warmth, tell me how you're gonna walk in this room and not feel like it kind of brightens up. It just brightens up your day. It's uplifting. Okay, so let's see the rest. I'm really excited. see, and it makes everything, it adds life, it adds life to the space, and also adds more life to everything else in the room. Do you see the details here? So because she's picked like the I shouldn't say she because I'm not sure, but you see how the colors really make the furniture pop. They also all these other single details are really, it brings everything to life. This is why I say that we have to start embracing color. If you're brave enough to paint your space with colors like this, and breaking away from the white, gray, black, and usual tone, please go for it. Don't be afraid. And that really bear with me for a moment here. Yeah, and that's gonna give a whole different experience for your guests. Totally different experience. If I went in a space like this, I would forget for a moment that I'm in Ontario. Look at that. I like the warmth. Okay, I see even the art pieces kind of reflect, they reflect the outdoors, they reflect nature, which is beautiful. And you also see how the colors, I think, are kind of reflect. Now this part of the room is not, I think it's only one part of one section of the room that she colored, or he colored. I would love to see what part of the room that is, but it really says a lot, it adds a lot. And now I also I like the warmth of the floor. I like that. I see there's a whole ton of white. These I like. I'm just wishing there was one nice, okay, maybe a little bit more vibrant with these pieces, but they're beautiful. I just wish they were, because there's a lot of wall space here, right? All this wall space. I would say either maybe add something bigger and also vibrant, right? But other than that, like I like, because there's a whole ton of white walls here. And actually white, if you don't if you don't have enough to go on the white walls, white can really make a place look empty. It can make it gives it that fresh look, but also at the same time, it really can give a space that emptiness if you're not careful with that space. If you're not very creative, it can give that emptiness or incomplete, or something is missing. That's the thing about white. But I like that I like that the owner has some pieces here. I wish they were more vibrant to kind of match the same energy that we saw in the room. I like the color, the warmth, and the soft tone of the floor. So let's see what else is on there. Let's see, I'm more interested in the living space. See, this is plenty of wall to be empty. I would appreciate, I think this is the kitchen. I would appreciate if there was some artwork there, but let's see what else. Okay. And also, so notice I think this rich orange starts right from I don't know if that's where the inspiration comes from, and then the property is that energy is kind of transferred into the space a little bit, right? I think it all starts here. I'm not sure if it started here or it started from inside, but I like, this is different. I like the color tones that are going on here. They are inviting, warm, and different, right? Okay. Yes, a nice some pieces here. Again, I would prefer something. I mean, I like that the clock has a different color. I don't know if I would like the clock to tick just above my head. I personally wouldn't like that. That's something I would change. Take the clock away from here, and even the art, unless you are comfortable that the artwork is secure here, I don't think it's a good idea hanging artwork over the head. Okay, over the baseboard where the client puts their head, right? I'm not sure that's a good idea, but I personally would change this clock either put it on the side somewhere or put it on this side where your the feet are laid on the wall that faces the feet, and have the artwork on the sides like here or here, and also have kind of more brighter pieces going on the side of the bed, 2 pieces to kind of balance out the space. Overhead over here, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I personally wouldn't like that, but to each their own. So let's go. Okay, nice. I like the theme colors. Again, we're bringing in, this is art on its own. I think it's not, I mean, this is I'm not sure if these are natural pieces or not, but still, it's the color. It's a lively color. Okay, it's bringing in the indoors out, bringing the outdoors inside, and giving the room life and being creative. So I like this. I haven't seen this, so this is beautiful. It stands out. So let's see. Yeah, I think we've already talked about that, but I like how airy and how big the space looks. I'm not sure how big that space is, but based on the look of it, it looks like a big space. So I would take advantage of the other parts of the wall and hang the art there, and then put like a light interior piece, like a light decor here, something really light, but not artwork. Like, I mean, not framed pieces, not framed art pieces. Something light or nothing at all. But I would change that. Let's see what other. Okay, I like the color. Yes, I like the color here. Having you know, this. I think this is a knitted piece. That's beautiful. Okay, I like the colors, and I hope it's secure. Hopefully, if at any point it goes down, hopefully it doesn't really cause any trouble. But I like how this is matching with everything else, and that's again bringing color in the room. I personally would prefer to have some pieces on the sides of the wall here, on the sides of the bed, one here, one on this side, and one on the other side, as opposed to having something centered above the head. But again, that's a personal choice for me. Oh, this is a crib. Is that a crib? Yeah, that's a crib. Oh, beautiful. Oh, this is nice. Now, I don't know, this would be, I would prefer something more bright. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, I'm not sure. I mean, this is good if it's a baby, like a baby who's not ready to get up, a baby who can't get up and grab anything here. But I would prefer having the pieces slightly higher, 1 piece here, and then 1 piece here, 1 piece here, 1 piece here, definitely different color. Now for that, let me see, for a piece, for a side like that, for a crib, I don't know if this is part of a room, one room that has a crib on the side. I think so. I think it's part of one room that has a crib on one side, but let's have a look at the other stuff. Yes, I like this. The only thing, I don't know how much room we have on this side, but again, I would prefer having the pieces on the side as opposed to having it here. But if you're secure that your artwork is okay right there, that's fine. For this is the I'm gonna show what I would recommend something a little bit more vibrant, either this. Okay, let's see that in a white frame. Okay, I like the rustic frame. Now this rustic frame, even if you have no matting, because of the details and the depth of the frame, you can go without a mat, right? So in that case, we're gonna go with no mat at all, no mat, and then just have it in a vertical, right? And let that go right here. Let that piece go right there. That's the piece. I'll let this piece go right here, and then it's gonna blend in very well with everything else that's going on here. Either there or have 2 pieces or have I'm not sure how much room there is, but anyways, we'll just keep it at one piece because I think this is a smaller room. So we'll just keep it at one piece over there. And then let's move on to the other room. This is the same room. Now, yeah, so as opposed to having the artwork here, I would actually prefer having it here by the window. Okay, so we'd have that piece over here. Oh no. Have it over here, have it just by the window, and then on this side of the room, have a mirror on that wall. So that mirror is gonna reflect the light that's coming in here, but also gonna reflect it's gonna reflect the image on this side, right? Okay, so let's see the other sides of the room. I think that's the bathroom, so I won't. Oh, that looks like the bathroom. Okay, so this is the wall we saw. This is the orange. It's the living room, I believe. Okay, so this is a very smart way. So the host picked one portion of the house, because I thought the whole house was painted this color, but no. So they chose one portion of the house and went for the tangerine or orange color, and then used some of that that inspiration to add pieces that kind of blend in with the color tone, right? I like this, and you can tell like they've taken time to find pick pieces that are different. They're not so sophisticated, but they're different, and they have some. There's the artistic aspect to these pieces. Like, I like what's going on here. I like these pieces. I like these pieces. I would prefer something a little bit more detailed here, right? Or one piece. I would go for one piece here, and maybe if I was to go for I would go for one piece, and I'll show you which one that would be. It would be this one here. It should either be that piece there. Now let's see. Again, for white spaces, I really like going with that this frame. This frame has become one of my favorite frames. I think it's because of the how wide and the details to it and how deep it is. Let's see. I think we would go in horizontal. I would go for that, and I would put that right here. One piece right here. This here. Where is it? That piece. Alternatively, because I see there is some green and there is a plant here, a yellow plant, I would go for this. I would alternatively go for this here. That. I would put it again. I would go for the same rustic frame. Okay, no mat. Well, let's see. Let's put it in a vertical. Let me see if I add like a small, add like a 1 inch mat to it. No, 1 inch. No. I don't know. There's something I'm trying. No. Okay. How about that? Right here. We would put that right here. This would go here. Or maybe make it wider. Maybe a wider frame. Let's see, horizontal. How about that? Wider frame. This is a 20 by 16. Put that here. And it kind of blends in with the lighting, blends in with the plants. you know, kind of picks up the color tones, the color, that right there. Right, so okay, let's see with the other. Okay, this is part of the orange or the tangerine wall that we saw. Okay, there we go. So these colors kind of break the pattern with the white walls that we normally see, white, black, and gray tones. It really does. And you know, the other reason why I like this here kind of is gonna, it's like it's gonna be an extension of what's going on out here, right? See, when you look through the windows, the green, the nature that's really popping, that's going on outside. So you bring that in here, you bring this in there, right there by the window. It kind of draws, kind of like feeds off. It's like that energy, it's like that continued energy, the tone, the shades kind of come in right here. I like that. So yes, color kind of once you have all these colors, it kind of breaks the tones with the furniture, the same tones. Like you see how there is, I mean, there's still a touch of gray. I think it's a Canadian thing. Canadians lately are into gray, black, and white. So you see it, you feel it, and I mean, it's like, it's kind of expected right now when you go into a property, because it's like the thing. But if I was to walk into this property, there is no way I would have guessed that there's an orange or a tangerine wall. And see how she's added these cups. This kind of reflects, again, this is what I keep saying, that color is, once you add color, it's gonna be an inspiration, and it's also gonna broaden your choices on what else you can add to the room, like small touches that kind of blend in with let's say a piece, like an art piece. So for example, like you see how we saw this, if you put that in a, this is gonna be kind of your, it's gonna be like your lead, or it's gonna be like your theme. It's gonna set the theme for the room in such a way that you can choose to go with that frame, and then be like, okay, why don't we throw in some cushions of the same color, of the same image, right? Okay, how about let's throw in some mugs with that same pattern, but you know what, maybe they don't have, let's just add a touch of mugs, or let's make them green, or make them turquoise, or you know, those small pieces that are gonna kind of really, you know, you could choose to, you know, things like that. You could throw in some mugs, or you could be like, it doesn't have to be like this, just so it's just those small pieces that will kind of give you a lead. Like you see what's going on here, they kind of give you ideas, they broaden your mind on what else you can add, just to fit that same, to keep that rhythm going, that same theme or that energy going, right? So picking colors, see what's going on here. I can tell this is a person that's not really afraid of color. So see how some of the pieces that she's added to the room that are actually quite unique. You're not gonna find this, and you're gonna notice when you see things that you haven't seen in other spaces. You're gonna notice instantly. That's gonna catch your attention. Now again, yeah, I would prefer one piece as opposed to two pieces. And the reason I say this now, if you're having I think this is a single bed, but if you're having two people and they're going to have some extracurricular activities and they're bumping into this wall, this art is going to come down. So this is why I suggest to hosts, if you're hosting, to avoid, if you can avoid putting artwork here, maybe put something lighter that is not going to be really be moved, while avoid that, and have the artwork either on the sides of the bed, to have two pieces, like, okay, this piece here, have one here and have the other one on the other side, and just put something really, really light up here, right? That's my suggestion. But I like the furniture. You can also see that the furniture, the tones of the furniture she's choosing are like kind of brighter tones. I see the same theme is going on with the rooms. So one piece can actually give you a hint on what to do, especially if you have multiple rooms that you have to decorate. You can keep that theme going throughout every room, but using a different piece of decor, but going with the same color theme, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, beautiful. This is how we see. This is the very first pictures that we saw. So there is a lot to this space. I really enjoyed seeing it, every aspect of it. So let's move on to another property. Oh, this is actually, it's a 3-bedroom. That's, yeah, it's a big room. It's a big room. All right, so let's move on to another property. Let's see. Now this is, again, so we're in Port Credit. Okay, so this is a condo. So let's have a look at the we're gonna have a look at the living space. Okay, again, I'm here to give recommendations. Please remember, I'm here to give match up some pieces that we have on the website here, the website that I already introduced you to, with vibrant artwork. We're matching those pieces up with some of the properties we're seeing, just to give a guide, or just as guidance, or just as a suggestion. We're not criticizing or judging any property here. We're just sharing ideas on things that can actually help you revamp your property. And I'm here speaking as a customer, right? Small things, in this case art, are a major statement maker. People underestimate the power of art when it comes to the property. Some people look at art like the last minute thing, or like the side thing, and then some people will just pick pieces, whatever, and throw it on the wall because some people think that they don't give it that much priority because they don't feel like it really adds anything, but it really does. Okay, so let's move on to this piece. We're going to be looking at the living. So we have 3 pictures. Okay, so here goes color. Okay, the host here is giving us color through the seat. Okay, I think it's a love seat, and I like that. I like seeing colors, natural bright colors, or bright color tones being reflected in a space, so that we can break away from the black, gray, white colors that are becoming a thing in every property, right? So I like what's going on here. Unfortunately, I cannot see what's going on with the art, but I feel like it's kind of blending, or maybe because of the sun, it's kind of blending with the walls, so we cannot tell what's here. But I would prefer having something that really meets the energy, something that really is as popping as the couch here, right? Something that really meets the same energy with the seat here. But let's carry on and see what else is there. Right, okay, so that's the piece. Is that a dog? Oh, it's a dog. Let's see, can we? Unfortunately, I can't make it. Okay, so it's a picture of a dog, which is kind of giving character to the room. It's a picture of a dog that's dressed in a uniform. That's actually humorous. I like that. But I mean, I like the colors that are going on with the frame. I like the colors. I like there's a touch of colors, a touch of color in the image, and the image alone is it's definitely gonna catch your attention, and you're gonna crack. You're gonna definitely crack for a minute or two once you have a look at it. It's a dog. I didn't realize. Okay, so there we go. Oh, okay. So this looks bright. I guess depends on what angle of the wall. So there's a touch of gray. This is so there's white, gray, but I like how I like how the host here has taken advantage of the space here and at least put up something, okay? And this is something that we can laugh about or talk about, or even as a guest when you come in, it's the first thing that catches your attention, because I find like it's funny, right? So that's a nice piece. Now let's move into let's move on to the living bedroom, okay? Because that's the area of interest. Okay, the bedroom. Okay, all right. So I like the fact that there is some artwork on the wall. All right, I like that. I like the fact there is artwork on the wall. I like the light that's going on both sides of the bed. I would personally prefer having two pieces having two pieces on each side. I don't know if that's a poster or a frame, but having two pieces of image of art going on. I would also, I think this is a nice art piece. I think this is a nice art piece that would flow very nicely if this was like a wooden bed, like a best, like I don't know how best to put it. Let's see. I want to show an example. I don't know if we have an example of a bed here, like a wooden frame bed. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, so we don't have anything like that here. So I feel like this would match. I feel like this would match with a wooden bed here, but it is what it is. It's better than having nothing at all there, right? At least there is artwork. And oh, there we go. There's also another piece of artwork there. There is a lot of natural lighting going on in here. I'm not gonna comment, so my area of interest is not really the furniture, so maybe I won't comment on that. So my area is really the artwork. I feel like I would have more like a black and like a black frame. I would maybe have this framed in a black, just kind of to go with, like a black frame to go with the frame here. And maybe have the artwork on the sides as opposed to the center, but at least there is artwork on the wall. What else? Let's see the rest of the room. This is actually, I don't know, for some reason this makes the room look like really small, and but when you go this side, you see there's a lot more to this room. Like there is a lot more going on with the room. There's even a balcony. It's a nice room. Okay, there's a TV. So I'm looking at the walls. Oh, this is lighting, small nice little details. Okay, so there is walls. Okay, so where is the living room? Okay, so it's a limited kind of, it's a small space. So this is the living room area, which I liked. I like this here as well. This is part of the living room area. It's really, you can tell it's really airy, and airy. I don't think there is much room for a lot of artwork or big pieces, but I think the better, if your room doesn't need whatever small pieces, make sure you pick the best. If you don't have as many walls to play with, having really nice beautiful pieces, even if it's just two pieces, get some like make it a framed, like for this I would suggest like a framed art piece. Having that framed. Oh, this is one of the two. I think there is two rooms. These are two different rooms. Oh, is it two different rooms or it's the same room? Oh, it's the same room. I would say have a nice, because there's only one bedroom and there is only that much space. I'm like, get a nice beautiful art piece and put it right there. Frame it. Put in a frame, like a black frame. I would put, if I was to I would get that like in a frame. I'm gonna give an example. Okay, just gonna give an example. Like if it were in a frame, like something like this, like a black, let's see. Okay, like a frame like that. I feel, because like it, beg your pardon, like a wider frame like that, because this, I feel like this, the wall needs more, like it needs a much bigger frame, and it also has like some more detail with the frame. That would be beautiful, just to add some more character to the room, right? I feel like the frame, maybe the picture is fine, I just feel like the frame doesn't do the picture justice, and also the framing doesn't do the room just, it doesn't match up with the room. I think it's the framing for me. I find the framing doesn't, it's like a poster on a wall, and yet this is a beautiful room. This is a beautiful bedroom, but I feel like this is like a printed poster that somebody just printed off and just put on a wall. I think the details to the frame would add more to the piece, right? Yeah. So, but other than that, it's a beautiful space, right? It's a beautiful. I like the small details that come with the space. All right, let's look up another space. I don't know how much time we have, but we're gonna look up another space. Okay, we're still in, are we still in Port Credit? I think we're still in Port Credit. Let's see another room. This is a vibrant, it says it's a vibrant property in Lakefront. Okay, so number one, let's check out the living room area. That's the living room area. I like the lighting. I like the lighting. I like the flooring. My only question is, maybe let's first see the other. Okay, so this is the only picture there is of the living room. So my question is, why are the walls blank? Unless I'm missing something here. There is nothing on the wall. So for me, this looks like an empty room that is either incomplete, or it's like somebody's moving out, but they haven't moved all their furniture, or somebody's moving in, but they're hanging one thing at a time. So this is, I'm just trying to share the impression that your space gives if it has no artwork. It looks incomplete. It looks blank. It looks, despite the, I mean, look, the furniture, it's beautiful furniture here. I like the lighting. I like the molding. I like the details to the space. The only thing missing, there is nothing on the wall, so it kind of gives it that flat, I don't know, I don't want to say flat, but it kind of feels incomplete to me personally. So I would strongly suggest, please guys, 2026, don't leave your walls blank. If you're a host, do not leave your walls blank. Now let's look at the bedroom. Okay, so the bedroom, yeah. I'm sorry, it's the same feeling. I mean, it's a beautiful space. I'm looking at the lighting, it's beautiful. The walls are blank. The walls are blank, guys. This is a big no. 2026, please, if you want, because it looks like somebody's either moving out or somebody's moving in slowly in bits, and it's a beautiful spacious space. Look at it, but the walls are blank. It doesn't give me, personally, it doesn't give me that warm feeling. I feel like I'm walking into a cold box. This is what I'm talking about. This is it. All the walls are blank. Now let's decorate this space, people. Let's decorate this space. Let's add some art. Let's add some art while we're at it. This is a beautiful property, shouldn't be? Okay, so number one, I would say either add a piece. I would add one piece here, and then add another piece here, the opposite direction. I would put this lamp. I would prefer maybe a side lamp on the sides of the bed, and then put the artwork here. Put the artwork here, and then maybe have a light, like a light decor here, or something light, like a light, something light really, really light, that won't move, that cannot be shaken, like, or doesn't have that much weight either. Really light. Okay, and then have the decor either on this side and then have both sides, or you can have the decor on one side and then have a mirror on this side and then have another piece here. Maybe have this lamp here, have the lamp here, maybe have this lamp here, right? And let's see what kind of art piece would I, let's see what I could start off. Let's see, the flooring. I like the flooring, right? Let's see what kind of art piece would we put there. Let's see. Let's browse. Okay, now let's first have a look at the colors that we have here. Okay, so I like this rich tone here that is on the floor. So for that reason, I would bring in the Steel Panther here. Okay, and I would put the Steel Panther in this brown, in either a gold frame, either this frame here, right? We don't have to add a mat to it. Let's see, no mat. I would like to bring in that panther, Steel Panther. I would bring that panther and put it either, for people who don't mind, I would put it here, but because I don't like artwork I would like to put artwork over the wall, I would put it on the side here, right? Or put it over here. Okay, but I would say maybe shift the lamp here, shift this lamp here, put it over here, and this is what, where is it? This here. That is a Steel Panther. We would maybe in a smaller, no, that would be, I think this might be too wide. Oh shoot, that would be perfect here, but I don't. Okay, so for people who don't mind, I would put it here, but I personally don't want to put artwork, but I know some people do that. And if not, if I were to go on the sides, if I were to add a piece on the side here and leave this open, I would go for a more like a horizontal, but maybe a different image. Like we have, there is this, we have Ellie. Where is Ellie? We have Ellie. Oh yeah, this here, I would have that in a more vertical, oh sorry, horizontal, that frame. 1 inch mat, or no mat at all. Bring that, have that here. Let's see, maybe a smaller, a 20 by 16. Where is that property? Have that here, because I find like this color tone really goes well with the floor. You see how that color tone, the color tone of the frame, really goes well with the floor. So I would put that here. Okay, let's see. All right, so I would put that here, and then on this side put a mirror. Either put a mirror here, so put the artwork here, put a mirror here, so that mirror is gonna project or reflect. Yeah, it's kind of gonna project this image from here. So if you put the mirror on the opposite side, put an art piece that really, put something that kind of blends, like a decor, some decor that kind of blends in with the theme. Put Ellie. This is Ellie. Okay, Ellie on fur. Put that here. Put that here. All right. Put this lamp here if need be. Add some fur, like faux fur rug here, right here at the bottom. And on that here at the top, we could change, put like a blankie, like a fleece blanket here on top of the bed. And I'll show you examples of some of those fleece blankets. I think we have some here. Fleece blanket. Where is it? Blanket, fleece blanket. The fleece throw, like the throw pillow. Okay, so we don't have that in a fleece blanket. Maybe add some. Would this be too much? Add some of those. Let's see. Yeah, put that there. Add some 2 pillows here because we don't have the fleece blanket. Add some 2 pillows right there. This would be the kind of pillows, and let's see which color. Okay, maybe go with black, gray, and you could have them in that style, 2 of them, or you could even have the wider. We could go with the wider 20 by 14. Have 2 of those. Have 2 of those right here, right here. So we have Ellie here. We have her on the wall here. We have some some faux fur, like rug here. Have a mirror there. A mirror may be framed with that color tone. That's in the first room. In the second room, we're gonna keep the same energy. Is this the same room? That's a different room. Okay, this is a different room. In this same room, in this room that we're gonna have, because the flooring looks similar, in this room we're gonna have this guy here. In this room we're gonna have in this room we're gonna have the Steel Panther. Where is it? In the other room we're gonna have the Steel Panther on a frame. Okay, we can still make that frame, that gold frame, or we can have it in that frame, or there is a black. Let's see the black. I'm gonna have a look at the black. There is that frame, or there is that frame. No mat. Let's go with no mat. Oh shoot, we want the frame. We definitely want a frame. Let's see, have a look at the room. Okay, maybe, you know what, we're gonna keep like, let's keep, I like the other frame. We're gonna keep the brown frame. Let's keep that brown frame because it looks lit. Okay, we're gonna bring that right here. We're gonna have that right here, either here, but for situations like I'm never comfortable with having artwork hanging above the on that side of the bed, have it here, have it right here. Okay, you can have it here, have some decor right here that reflects some light decor that kind of reflects or ties in with the image. And then on this side of the wall we can have another mirror where this artwork here is projected on this side. Okay, and then we can also change the pillows in this room. We can have those pillows the same image. Go for the 26 by 26. Oh no, we're gonna go for the let's see, 20 by 14. Yeah, we can carry on. If we want them black, we can have a touch of black there. Have two of those, 20 by 14, right here. Or we can actually, if you choose not, you can keep the pillows, keep these pillows, sorry, keep those pillows, change up the duvet. Let's change up the duvet. Go for a duvet with the pant. Would that be too much? Because this one doesn't have a throw. Let's see if it has a throw. No, it doesn't. Oh, fleece blanket. Yes, we'll go for the fleece blanket. There's the fleece blanket. Okay, that's how it looks. You can have a fleece blanket. This one side is that color, and then the other side is printed. Now we can choose to have the whole thing printed or not, but we can choose to have the whole thing printed. You can choose to have the entire fleece blanket printed with a print, right? Oh, sorry. No. No, you have your edges because the image is lengthy. So you have edges of the fleece blanket are gonna be black, and then you have the image right in the center, and you can have that right on the end of the bed. Now if you want to get the right size for that, the best size is a 60 by 80 inch. That can fit, I believe this can fit on a king bed, because this looks like a king bed. So a 60 by 80, and that will fit perfect on this bed. It's because this bed is wide. It looks wide. But empty walls, no empty walls, people. This is another room. Now this room here, I like the color. I like that it has a different touch with the color. So with this room, I'm trying to figure out either we can match up with the floor or match up with the color on the wall. So I'm gonna say let's pick. Here's what I would pick for that. Let's see if we went with a canvas. This is the image. I'd either go for this. Let's see if this was in a canvas print. Let's see here. How do we feel about this in a canvas print? This is how it would look on a wall. Now this is a canvas print. Putting that here, I think this would go perfect. This right here, let's see. Let's try the wider size. The popular size is a 30 by 24. That's how that looks. This is how it would look on a wall. Now I'm wondering if it's better. That's a canvas print. That would be a canvas print. I feel like that would sit perfect well on this wall, but either on this side of the wall on this side of the wall, again because I'm not comfortable having some kind of design, like a lighter design of some sort that can go above the bed, and then having the artwork right here, and then having a mirror on this side. Or we can have this, let's try that in a frame. I would like to see it in a framed. Let's see if it were framed with 1 inch mat, because I'm trying to see which would, maybe in a silver frame or a white frame. Let's see if it were in a silver. Oh, I know. I think I know. We have it in a. There we go. In this right here, on the wall right here, I think that will like that's gonna get the energy flowing in that room. This right in this frame would be perfect right here on this wall. Now for people who don't mind, you can choose to have it here, but I'm not comfortable having artwork here. I would rather have it, but it can work both ways. You can have it here or have it there. Let it be the center of the room, center of attention, and then based on this you can match up. You can choose what else, like you can change the rug, or you can change so many things to pick up the colors here and add more color to this space. This can work as your compass, as your guide when it comes to adding more flavor or more vibrancy in this room. But I like the paint, the color paint. So far that's a good start, so it makes it easier to pick out the art piece. And then you can find what else. You can either choose to throw a mat here, to throw a blanket here, or choose some matching pillows. Or we have some, let's see, we have some, this is a beach towel. Oh no, that's a round beach towel. Hold on, it's not a towel, but let's see. Okay, so we have this here. Now this is used, this is a beach towel. This is meant to be taken to it's actually like it's like a towel. It kind of has, let's see the material. Let's see the material. Doesn't show. Okay, designs. So this is 100% cotton. Okay, it's a round beach towel. It's a 60 inch diameter, and it's made from ultra soft plush microfiber with 100% cotton. Perfect at the beach day, picnic, and outdoor music festival or general. Now this is something you can use it as. This is meant to, you can use it for the outdoors if you want to sit, or you're on the beach and you want to sit down, you don't want to sit in the sand, or you're out for a picnic. But this is also something that you can use in a space, like in a room, either in a bathroom, because it's cotton. This is how it would look like. So that's how it looks like. It's pretty light, but let's see if there is, this is how it looks like. But if this is something, if you want to be creative with a room, this is something that you can add on a floor, on your floor in a room, right? Because it kind of has that soft, it can be used in or you can also use it in the bathroom, right? You just have to be creative with it. So you can choose to go with they come in different colors, but this is one of them, right? Anyhow, let's see more of this room. Let's see what the more of this space. I think this is the space we're looking at, where I recommended the kind of wild nature thing. It's like a safari theme, right? Add artwork to this wall. Do not add any artwork to this side of the wall. Add artwork to this wall. Add mirrors on this side. Add a rug here. Otherwise, having empty rooms, my. Somebody needs to reach out to me so we can redecorate this space, so we can add some artwork. It's a beautiful space. Wow, this is a beautiful space. Where is this? Let's see. Okay, all right, so we're gonna be looking at some other spaces. Let's look at one more space. We have, I believe, 5 more minutes. Let's look at another space. Okay. This is which part of the so this is port credit again. Okay, so we're gonna be looking at the living room first, and then we'll be looking at the dining or the bedroom situation. Okay, so is this is a, what is this, a dining living area? This is a living area. Okay, so that's all we're getting with the living area. So I don't see much walls there, but oh, this is a, okay, there's a nice beautiful piece here. Nice artwork here, colorful. That's beautiful. I'm seeing some colors to the room. All right, so let's move on to the next room, bedroom. Oh no, this is the bathroom. The bathroom, so we actually have, what I would recommend for the bathrooms, if you're looking for, I mean, nothing wrong with this, but if you're looking for, you want to add more character to your bathroom with curtains that have imagery and things like that, we do have some of that here. When you go to our site, you go, for instance, let's see, cover curtains. If you're looking for things like bath towel, you want bath towel with prints, we have that. You can add that for your customers, right? Bath towel. We can also you can also add something like this. This is like a more like a cotton material. If you want to add that to your bathroom, I believe that can work. Just have to be creative with it. You can also add a shower. We have, you can match your bath towels with the shower curtains. Where's the shower curtains? There we go. You can also make, you can right, you can create that kind of outdoorsy feel with our shower curtains. Add them to your bathroom and add more character, and then you can match them up with matching towels, right? And yeah, get that outdoor feel while you're in the shower. All right, let's continue on. So this would be our last property we're gonna be looking at. This property, am I missing the bathroom? Oh, sorry, the bedroom. Okay, so there's just one picture for the bedroom, and that's all I can see. That's all there is. And the dining, so I don't see much room. Let's see, there isn't much room for pictures. Okay, there isn't much. I don't see. Oh, employees only. Okay, so I think this is in a space. This is kind of in a space that I think has a commercial area, common areas. So yeah, so I can't really. There isn't much room for comment. There isn't much room for art. With that, so let's maybe one more. We can look at one more property here. So let's look at the living area. All right, I like the rug. I like the colors in the rug. I like the artwork. The frames look beautiful. I just wish there were more vibrant pieces. I like the framing and all that. If I were to add, I personally would add more vibrant, more color, something more vibrant to the room. Like for instance, when I look at spaces like things like I'm thinking about a piece like this one here. Where is it? Either piece like that, or there's another piece. This here. This is one of my favorite pieces. I like this piece. Right, so maybe in a smaller frame. Let's see, in a gold frame. Let's see, gold. There's some gold frames here. So if you go here, you can actually choose which frame you want. You can choose to go with a gold frame if you want, with a smaller width, right? And you can also choose to add a second mat to your. You can choose to have a deeper mat and also a second mat to your artwork if you want, to give it more detail, to give it more sophistication. You can do that. Let's see which other colors. Let's see. No, I wouldn't go for that. I don't like that. I think I'll just keep it like that. Yeah, so that's, you can either go for that. That's a gold. Now is that something we could put here, like more gold frame to kind of match up with the yellow cushions? I like that the cushions are yellow. I would go with something like that to kind of blend in. And let's see how this would look on a wall. That's how it would look on a wall. Now let's see if we did not. Let's see if there's some thicker gold frame. There's also that gold frame. Let's see with no second mat, none at all. Okay, that's another with the 1 inch. Or with a 2 inch, 1.5 inch. Well, let's see, 2 inches. I would say 1.5. Now, that's something I would also put here. Right here. 2 pieces in this space. Okay, so let's see what else. Yeah, on these, look at these walls. I like the details of the walls. There is a TV here, so there is no room for more. Let's see the bedroom. Oh wow, bedroom. I like the setting of the lights. I would add some images, some pictures on this side, on one side here, and then maybe a mirror on this side, right, to kind of break the white, kind of to warm up the space a little bit more. Add some color. Let's see what we would add here. I would add this piece. This piece comes to mind. this piece comes to mind. All right, let's see. I would put it in different. I'm gonna try the gold frame, this gold frame that we tried earlier. Let's see. Let's try the other gold frame. No. I want to try a different gold frame. Let's see that with a 1-inch mat. Let's see with no mat at all. Let's see if we went with no mat. Let's look at that room one more time. Okay, I like this. I like that piece, but I think I'm gonna go for the rusty white frame, rustic white frame. Oh, first of all, let's look at the silver frames. Let's look at the silver frames. Silver. The silver frame is kind of plain for me. Let's see with a mat. I know. I'm gonna go for the white rustic frame. Let's go white frame. I feel like that white rustic frame pretty much without the mat. I know mat. Oh, maybe that mat. Maybe a 1-inch. Maybe a white mat. Or no mat. I think I would go for something like this in this space. Where is it? This one here. And in a more vertical, let's try it in vertical. Yep, let's try in a 20 by 30. And this has actually butterflies. It has butterflies. Let's see how it would look. That's how it looks like on a wall. That's the frame. Oh, not in black. That's the details. I think I would go for that right here on this wall here, and then have a mirror on this side of the wall. Have a mirror here, and then maybe change. Maybe also change up the cushion. Get one nice long pillow that matches up, like this one here. Oh, actually not long, small, 2 small ones that match up. No. Or just have the whole thing. No, that blue is not. You can have the image narrowed down to your liking, or you can have the full print. Sorry, you can have the full print. Now there's butterflies here. Some people might not see them. All right, so I think we're gonna sum up today's yeah, we're gonna sum that up. I think that's our last property. But something I don't think I would put is that a window? That's a window. So I wouldn't put artwork here. Maybe I would put the artwork over here at the end. Oh, that could bump. Maybe on the side of the door right here at the entrance. I wouldn't put artwork over here. Maybe some decor that's light, that doesn't have that much weight and can't easily fall. Okay, so let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Bedroom 1 We looked at bedroom 1, bedroom 2, and I think we're gonna call it a day. We'll see if we can make it out. So tomorrow we're gonna be looking at some other properties. Maybe tomorrow, or we'll see during the weekend. We can look at some other properties in different parts, some different parts of the of Mississauga. Or we move on to some other town, some other city. Oh, this is beautiful furniture. Oh, this is some beautiful furniture going on in here. Look at that rich brown tone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's on the wall? I'm curious to see what's on the walls. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's see what's on the walls. What's on the walls? What's on the walls? What's on the walls? Nothing. With all this beautiful furniture, nothing. Oh my God. Oh God. Guys, we'll continue this tomorrow. Until then, have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are. All right. See you then. Okay, TikTok, I'm ready to go. Can you let me go? Guys, we can continue this tomorrow or over the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. I can't sign out. Why is it that I can't sign out? I can't sign out. What the heck?
What builds greatness? Routine and consistency. That's why I feel the fact.